Hey guys, so today I want to walk you through kind of what it looks like working at T.REX Arms and some of the things that I do with the marketing, the content side, the production side, the product development side, and to kind of take you guys through what a day looks like doing some of those things. Every day is a little bit different, but there's a few things that I have to do every day. I'm on my computer a lot. A lot of people think that I'm just on the range all day, that's all I do. I'm actually at the computer more than anything, and it's managing content, planning new content, editing. I got a lot of emails I got to write back to internally in the company. So usually what I'm doing when I first get up in the morning before I head out, if I've got to go to the range or go to the shop to meet with the guys, is I'm looking over the content that I have, planning what we're posting on our social media, which is something that's pretty important. So I'm the marketing guy, and right now, as of when this video is produced, we have about 198,000 followers on Instagram, around I think 100,000 on Facebook, and then my personal account has about 170, something like that. So we reach about 30-ish thousand people a day. And one of the things in marketing, if you want to maintain, your audience and the engagement that you have, is you have to be posting content regularly. You have to be posting not just any content, but good content. And then another thing, when I started the company 5 years ago, is I really wanted our company to be a educational company where we were putting out beneficial information to the community, not just pictures of holsters, not just cool pictures of guns, but actually putting out quality information about things to help people. And so part of that is making a lot of content. So that's most of my job, is building that content, editing that content. Charles, who's filming, is our main camera guy, our main video guy and photo guy. And so a lot of what I do is just looking at what we've got, editing it, putting it together, coming up with information to accompany those, whether we're putting it on social media, YouTube, or on our website. And we're launching a video library soon, which I've been working on last week. And right now I'm looking through my folder of photos that I have, planning what I'm going to post today, because today I've got to go into the shop, I got to see the guys, I got to go to the range, I think I may need to go pick up a gun. So I got to take some of this stuff with me and kind of plan out the day and what I'm posting. I sometimes plan the content many days in advance, but normally it's kind of day to day based on just kind of what's going on. Yesterday we did a bunch of content. I was editing some of it last night. This is some of it. Did some work with a Leupold Mark V. Got some photos of that I'll be able to talk about. Every day, every morning, as I look at my to-do list, which is essentially, I do it old school, pen and paper on a spiral, and I basically jot down each day, and then I have additional to-do items on the side that can be for any day. And I just go through there. It helps keep me on track. And the thing about to-do lists is when you're autonomous, or you're running a business, or you're working independently, it can be easy sometimes to kind of lose sight of the mission and what you're trying to do and get complacent and get lazy. I see it happen all the time, and I've gone through phases running T.REX Arms where I've kind of not known what's going on, and I kind of seep into this, this time of laziness and not being 100% productive. And so this year, something that I was really trying to do is more stuff on paper, coming up with a to-do list every week, and then every few weeks coming up, rewriting from memory if I can, all of the objectives that are currently going on in the company out to about a year, so the whole year. So I just write those out, and then that helps me remember them a little bit better. So another thing that I'm working on right now is a medic pouch. So I don't think I need to play with it too much today. This is a early prototype. It's actually one of the latest prototypes. We have a new one coming in, so I've got a few here, and this should be coming out soonish. But that's another thing that I'm working on in the R&D department. That's the one for me. It's the rifle? Yeah. All right, we'll be right over. All right, thanks, Pat. Knock me door.
No.
Alrighty. So that gun is a lot bulkier than I thought. And really front heavy. That's a 16-inch SOCOM 2 with an EBR chassis. So in the future, we're going to do a full video on the history of T.REX Arms, and I want to interview some of the other guys in the company, because it's not just me. I have 3 other business partners who have different areas of responsibility inside of the company. My area of responsibility is marketing, branding of the company, a lot of the educational side of things that we're putting out there, and then a lot of the product design as well, particularly the product design in relation to nylon, load-bearing gear. I don't do as much of the holster R&D anymore. We have a couple other guys that work on that, and I have to meet with one of them today, so you guys will see and possibly hear some of that. And so we have our different areas that we're working in. But I started the company 5 years ago in September of 2013. I was just by myself in a very small building. I had a convection oven from Goodwill that was like $5. I had a couple blue guns, some Kydex, and I used Instagram to jumpstart the company. So I used social media to get my name out there, to get the name of T.REX out there. You know, if I had just relied on print ads or word of mouth, it would have taken a lot longer to launch the company than going straight to the internet and utilizing social media. Social media is an awesome resource. People say, you know, social media has killed training, social media has killed whatever, you know, et cetera. But what they don't understand is there's so many companies who have started or who market their brand that they've already started through social media. Social media is an awesome tool. Like anything, though, it can be used badly. You know, the internet's a double-edged sword. It's awesome, but it can also be used for horrible stuff, waste of time, sucks your life away. But, you know, when I was researching the industry and the firearms community, I was trying to pinpoint which platform, you know, everybody was on, which platform would be best for marketing a new industry company. And Instagram just so happened, based on my research, to be that platform, and it's worked out very well. If you're starting a company, that's something you really got to look for, is who's your demographic, what social media platform is best, what marketing is best, and then focus on that. So if you follow our social media or you watch the videos here on our YouTube, a lot of people think, oh, all you do is run around and shoot guns, all you guys at T.REX do is buy fancy guns, shoot fancy guns, it's all you guys do. Because it's really easy to see the 1% that's on social media, that's on YouTube, it's on wherever you're publishing your content, and totally forget about the 99%. I call it the 99 to 1. There's 99% of other stuff going on behind the scenes that support that 1%. So like a video on YouTube, when we produce a video on YouTube, it's usually a half day of pre-production that I'm doing, or a full day, depending on how complicated the video is. It's a full day of filming, if not 2. Most of our videos we get done filming-wise in a single day. And then it's at least 1 day of editing, getting that video all ready. So it's about 3 days for one video to make a 8-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute YouTube video. Like, that's how much time it takes to create a video, and it depends on the video as well. The last video I did, 3 tips for shooting carbine, that was a really fast video to edit because it was very simple, it's very basic. This video that we're making right now is going to be a little more complicated because there's a little bit more steps, a little more parts. We have a little bit more B-roll, and we have audio we got to sync, different things like that. That's something just a lot of people don't understand. They see some stuff on social media and they think, oh, that's all they do, that's all he does. But they don't see everything else that goes in. You know, editing till 11 p.m., you know, editing photos, meetings, emails. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on to run T.REX Arms that most people just don't see. And I'm hoping today you guys can see some of that and kind of see behind the curtain a little bit. And that's something that we're hoping to do more in 2019, is more behind the scenes content, more showing what's going on. And my big thing is helping young people who want to start businesses, or helping, you know, other folks who want to start businesses with some of the things that I've learned the hard way. And hopefully they can avoid some of those mistakes, or they can do things that I wish I had done, and just so I can help them. That's what I'm hoping for. this is where I used to work. About 2.5 years ago, I worked in the mold section. So I had all the blue guns. I'd print off the orders, and then I'd have to get the right blue guns for that order, and I have to build it out with blocking material. So if it's made for an X300, build it out for that. And I was having to build new molds, do different things like that. I moved out of that. There's other folks that do that now, and now I focus on content. Because that's kind of what I had on my calendar, was doing that.
So you just want to know
how many we'll have left.
Of the old stuff.
Yeah, and then I'll figure out if we have to move that through some other way, yeah. I'll be here in the area if you have any questions for me for at least a couple more hours. And then I'm going to meet with David about some stuff. So we're going to
I'm going to tell you, actually, we just got the second shipment that you asked me to get. That's just one box.
Oh, the extra stuff? Okay, cool.
It doesn't have to be as tall as if we put it in the gate bay because the ground is higher. We still have to build the berm up.
I still want to do a 3.
Yeah, we can still do that. What I'm saying is if we do 3, that would give us a lot more height than just doing a 4-story.
There you are. How's the hand?
Still a bit stiff.
I see. All right, so do you have an update on some of the Ragnaroks that we're working on?
Oh, sure. Well, obviously, we're always working on top secret projects. So
Like the 1911 Ragnarok?
So secret. So secret. Anyone that watches the Inside T.REX channel may have seen me scanning 1911s.
Yeah, so what are we thinking as far as that goes?
They are very close. We've had a slight postponement.
With the other thing?
We found a flaw in some of our old models. It's technically not a flaw.
Right.
It's just an improvement that we've made to the new ones.
Right.
I'm going back and making
When is that going to be done, getting corrected-ish? Today? Tomorrow?
Today or tomorrow.
And then we'll go back to working on... Oh yeah, is Isaac working on these? The Rodriguez?
So we got those are some interesting.
See, Charles will like these because you know.
Yeah. No, these are for you, Charles. Bending with lights, without lights. But yeah, so that'll be great. We'll just. Anything else that you want to talk about? Yeah, and they're cool with building something big. This is actually kind of.
They're willing to hire new people.
Does. Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So.
That's fine. I don't think I need to talk to him about anything. It's mainly you with Ragnaroks because I gotta buy guns to use those. I can shoot the operator. I don't want to, so I'll go buy a Wilson or a Nighthawk. Not a Wilson. I'm gonna go buy a Nighthawk or something in 9mm for some photos. Maybe I'll let the company buy it.
Sorry?
Oh shucks.
It's a T.REX with University of North Texas.
Who drew that?
Nora.
Right. So it makes sense to have a Raptor for that. But Colonel Dahl was saying, well, we only do like maybe 10 of those a month. But I bet if we did a quick ship, we'd sell more. Because the video library is going up like this week. So I can start dropping videos, you know, just like 4-minute, 5-minute casual videos on here's how you set up this, how you do this. I was going to film one yesterday, X300B or A, and just tell people get the B. The A is good for like very few purposes. Get the B. I forgot to film that video. I'll do it next week. But I need a list of some other videos based on the questions we're getting on customer service. And then Steve is also going to be doing some.
Are these exclusives for the site, or are these ones that are also going to go on YouTube?
It could be either. I'm thinking more in terms of the exclusive ones and ones we put directly on product pages, because we're also doing that too. So I did one on the Sling that I'm going to put right on the Sling page. It's not going to be a YouTube video. It's just on our site. Yeah. So that's mainly what I'm thinking about right now. YouTube's a little, that's a little different. I'm thinking, because I did like 7 videos for our website in one day. I can only do 1 YouTube video a day, but I can do 10 videos for our site a day, provided I have a list of what to get, because they're fast.
Things that you use that people don't see very often.
Like Safari Lands. Let's work on that. Well, that's good, because that will probably work versus going through their crazy legal.
Or stop doing the ones and start doing the ones.
Okay, I just need to know which one. With the X300s combined, I have a total of 8 in stock at the moment.
That's enough to do a post. And the XC1, we're good to go on that.
Oh yeah. Wait.
And the XC1, the little bitty one.
Yes.
And the X300V, we got some of those, because that's everything right there. We're going to remove this because people don't really click on this. We're going to add 4 buttons with images of our 4 top click things. So it's Ragnarok, Sidecar, Optics, Training Aids. Optics.
solid.
Rifle optics are the big one. So on a phone, it will be single column. I'll just call it single stack. It'll be single stacked. On a PC, it'll be a row of 4, and then below that will be our 3 latest video library videos, and then a button to subscribe to the newsletter.
Good.
So there'll be a bunch of stuff immediately. We'll ditch that because
It takes up a lot of space.
it does, and I don't update it all the time. Whatever. These will all be gone because we'll have a video library page.
Yeah. That reminds me of a video idea. You should do a video start to finish of an R&D process. I would say wait to do this until we come up with another set to shoot on. So we have a different, so we have a new look or a new feel.
And Isaac's giving me a bunch of footage from his videos where he's like scanning guns.
Yeah.
Because what I want this to show when they refresh is they see some holster building, some shooting, some night shooting like this. I only have like 6 or 7 clips from the phase 2 shoot in here. So
Really?
I haven't exported. Yeah. How much footage I have I haven't exported?
Yeah, I know.
A lot. And I have to go through and pick segments individually that are 2 to 7 seconds.
One thing that I did catch, and during our after action report for Black Friday and stuff, I noticed that these are not
In order of popularity?
So
He's fixing that.
Yeah, Tucker's going to put the IWB, OWB up here and then kind of still, but it cuts down the time between me finding the problem, filling out the order, taking it and delivering it.
So you're just forwarding it to the shippers.
So from the email in which we've been notified of the problem, I forward that with a very succinct list of order XYZ, send ASAP, send this item, and it gets done same day.
All right, so making a quick stop in the gun room to get some stuff for the EBR because I got to start building this out, getting ready to do a video on this in the future. And then if there's any other guns that I need to pick up or any other pistols, rifles, whatever it is, or accessories I need to do videos on, produce content on for, educational stuff, whatever, now I can pick them up. SCARs, CQBRs, MCXs, AUG, MPX, a SAW. There's just a bunch of different things that we have access to for producing that content. You guys have seen some of these guns in our videos already, and we'll do more videos on these guns in particular as time goes on. So 320 rounders should be good enough for what I'm doing. So boom, cool. Let's see what we got. I actually have a TA-31 I could run. So this is David Tucker. He's our content manager.
Manage the photo for the website.
Yeah,
And
photos. And then the newsletter that we're going to be putting out pretty soon here regularly. David will be doing that, handling that, which will be great.
also do a lot of website stuff.
Yep.
Creating pages.
And taking photos with this sweet light box setup. Let's definitely retake the photos, show that you can get double through. I will do a video on that.
I gave him a download on everything that needs to be done.
Okay.
So I told him to start with holster pages, do links, to, figure out if there's any photos that we need from the range and that sort of thing.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the ScalarWorks peak sites tomorrow, and because I'm just at my computer for the next 2 days, so I'll get peak sites done. I think I have enough photos for that. We can put that up this weekend, so we can get that out of the way. And is that the only product though we have to really square away right now?
I got photos of the Glock OEM base pads yesterday.
Do we have the +2 insert, the little insert piece?
Yeah, both the pieces.
Oh, we have all that? Well, then
Yeah.
we're ready to publish that too.
So I need to just edit that today and we can publish it.
Okay, so I'll
And
publish
then-
both of those this weekend if I can.
All right, I'll add those photos tonight.
So I wondered about that. It's a little more obvious, but then I thought, no. I was thinking about actually doing...
I prefer a slight border radius.
No. I like it being just a straight edge. I thought about having the inside being invisible, so it's literally just a little outline type thing.
Oh yeah.
It draws, it just kind of like onto it, you know? Here at the top, kind of like the blog. Well, the blog has it on the side, but it'd be sort of at the top, and they could specify potentially weapon type, equipment, what the video is it training, is it a gear thing? Scroll. Now, do you want to lazy load everything or do next page? Or do you want to lazy load, scroll down, it's just everything all on the same page?
Next page. But
Oh, really?
YouTube has switched to lazy loading, so
Let's lazy load it and just have it go into infinity.
I can set up lazy loading. It'll take longer than just drawing on.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'm done at the shop talking to all the guys, talking to Noah about the website, David Tucker about photos, Isaac about some holster R&D, Colonel Dahl on just what's going on at the shop. Usually a couple times a week, I head out to the shop to kind of get an update on everything. Oh man, almost hit that cat.
Have a nice flat space there. Put stuff up about 200 along the berm back there.
Are we trying to have the gravel delivered next week? Is that what you're thinking?
I hope so.
After THP comes out? Okay. Yeah, so if we go from those cones right there, how far are you thinking of
So those
okay.
there. And it's going to be kind of, I cut it short so it doesn't get skinnier at that end.
If we angled it and shot it off to the side, what we could potentially, then it's not 200, it's like 195, but I mean, whatever.
Have you gotten any word about this last section? Any yays
Oh,
or nays?
sorry, I haven't asked.
Yeah, because if we
So-
can get this done, then the gravel, for now, in the main part, this is done. Then we have to worry about planting grass along back there, the berm here and around.
I just bent down with a sidecar on and I didn't die. Wow. Huh. All right, here, let's go. Muzzle brake is really drives it down, which I don't like. I really don't like muzzle brakes that do that. Wow. Yeah. Huh. I like my scars more. But hey, we're going to run this. We're going to run and gun with this. We're going to do some cool stuff, and we're going to get our reloads down to sub 3 seconds. I hope. We'll see. Maybe. Perhaps. So Steve is a boss. He handles the range development and a bunch of other things that you guys will know about in the fullness of time. So, plus he trains people. He's just awesome. So yeah. So now I'm back at the house and I'm working on the content that we got yesterday. We filmed all day yesterday. We got some photos. I started editing those. Gotten about 50 so far that we can start publishing and putting up different places. And then obviously I have all the video where I worked on a few different things, used a few different guns, talked about some different drills with some of the targets we have on our website. And I use Adobe Lightroom for my photo editing. And that's what Charles uses as well. And then I use Adobe Premiere for the video editing. So again, you know, we film for a day, we produce, you know, a bunch of content we can post, but then, you know, there's the post-production that's involved. We've got to edit everything, put it all together, and, you know, color grade it, fix the audio, make sure it's not peaking, it's not too loud, export it into different chunks that are postable. So here's a small piece that I posted last night. Just to give you a little idea of what's going on. This is my timeline of various videos. These are some for our website when the video library goes live that I was talking to my younger brother about earlier, which we are working on. So these are all each different videos with different clips. And then we got, these are all individual videos. I mean, it's quite a bit. So this is what I do. I'm here at my computer. If I'm not on the range, I'm basically here at my computer. Like this is where I work. And I'm going to be here at the computer for the next 2 days editing this video, getting this ready to go on YouTube, which this video, it's going to be very long, obviously, because we went to a lot of places, talked to a lot of people. So, this video may take a full day to edit, or a day and a half. I'm not sure yet. Then we still have to edit the video that we got yesterday, so that's a couple days right there. And then the new week starts, and we'll be producing more content. So that's kind of the process of what's going on. And there's everything else going on at T.REX that I'm involved in, checking in with the guys, updating the website, updating product pictures, designing new products, producing more content, doing research on my own so that I can create new content about certain things. And then talking to Isaac today, we've got 1911 Ragnaroks coming up, so I need to go buy 1911 of some sort to test that, get some content for that, photos, different things like that. So that's kind of what a day looks like, and it's 4 p.m. now, and I'll be working this evening. I get back from the range, or I get back from the shop talking to the guys, or from meetings, and I work into the evening. But I hope you guys kind of enjoyed seeing a look into what goes on at T.REX, what goes on with kind of what I'm doing. And so yeah, but if you guys have any suggestions for videos that you would like to see in the future, just leave a comment below. We read through the comments. And we'll have more behind the scenes footage, more behind the scenes video content coming soon. And we'll have exclusive videos over at T.REX Arms launching very soon. Been working on that this week, working on that the week before. Definitely check that out. And I look forward to working on another video for you guys. So another thing that I do that I didn't mention is I do Instagram Lives pretty much every other day on my personal Instagram, T.REX Arms. And then I also do Instagram Lives on the T.REX Arms account in the shop, answering questions. Usually, every other day I'll do one for about an hour, answer people's questions, get a lot of people in there. And in fact, I'm doing one right now. So you can follow me on Instagram. You can get in, ask some questions about firearms, business, whatever it happens to be. And possibly at some point we will do YouTube Lives, but we're still trying to figure that out. So thanks for watching.